This is the Philippines, a land full of culture and natural beauty. Indigenous peoples and farmers have lived in close connection with the land. But today, another story is spreading. One of tall buildings, big subdivisions, and busy shopping centers. People call it progress, but it comes with a hidden and painful cost. In 1997, the Philippines passed the Indigenous Peoples' Rights Act, or IPRA law. It was made to protect the rights of indigenous groups to their ancestral land. The law respects their shared ownership of land, but in practice, it often doesn't stop big developers. There's a clash between old traditions and modern land titles, and powerful groups know how to take advantage of that. At the center of this story are the country's biggest business groups. They built empires in retail, banking, energy, and especially real estate. The names are familiar to every Filipino: SM, Ayala, San Miguel, Megaworld, and more. These companies fuel the economy, but their need for land often pushes them against the rights of farmers and indigenous groups. Their power reaches far, even into politics, which helps them push through projects despite protests. In Palawan, often called the country's last frontier, the Tagbanwa tribe has cared for its forests and seas for centuries. Their lands are rich in life and tradition, yet they have faced pressure from outside projects. In Sicogon Island in Iloilo, another story shows the same problem. Communities there have accused Ayala Landing Corporation of taking over areas for tourism. They say the projects cut off their access to fishing and farming. These are different places, but the struggle is the same. Local people fighting against powerful developers. Displacement rarely happens in one big clash. Instead, it's slow and hidden. Developers may question a community's land claim in court, knowing locals don't have enough money for long legal fights. Others may offer cash payments that look fair at first, but are nothing compared to the land's future value. These tactics, legal battles, financial pressure, and dividing communities make resistance very hard. Farmers are also victims. They are the backbone of the food supply, yet their farmlands are turning into subdivisions and business parks. For example, Megaworld Corporation has been criticized for converting farmland into townships. Families lost their livelihoods, and the country risks its food security. The growth of these companies is massive. SM Development Corporation builds condos and malls all over the country. San Miguel Corporation, once known mainly for food and drinks, now dominates infrastructure. The new Manila International Airport in Bulacan has been called out for environmental damage and for pushing out fishing communities. These corporations promote their corporate social responsibility programs, building schools, planting trees, and supporting projects. But critics say these are small compared to the damage done by their larger projects. The drive for profit often outweighs care for people and culture. Losing land is not only about money. It is about losing culture, traditions, farming skills, and spiritual practices tied to the land fade away. Without land, communities lose part of their identity. But this is not only a story of loss. It is also a story of strength. Communities are speaking up, organizing and fighting in court. Every small win, like a legal recognition of ancestral land, brings hope. NGOs, church groups, and human rights advocates stand with them, giving support and amplifying their voices. Solving land grabbing needs more than laws. It requires new way of doing development. Companies must respect the right to free, prior, and informed consent, and give fair compensation that truly rebuilds displaced lives. The tall towers and huge estates may be symbols of progress to some, but for many, they are symbols of loss. The question is, who really pays the price for this growth? The stories of displaced people remind us that the progress must not destroy our heritage and our communities. True development must respect people, culture, and the land we all depend on.